Well, I think that, each week is what he's going to need to do this week is he's going to have to be patient. And that's a little different. Most of these teams, percentage-wise, no, I'm not sure what percentage, North Carolina will blitz in this game, but for the year, it's been a lot lower than most of the teams we play against, because they believe that their front four can get to the quarterback and pressure the quarterback, and that allows them to play coverage with everyone else. And when teams are playing coverage, which is what they've been doing most of the year, it forces a quarterback to be more patient. And that's where you really challenge a younger quarterback. Will you be patient enough to take what they give you rather than want to sling it down the field on every play? Well, I thought that he was a bit pigeonholed by what we were doing. And what we were doing was based off of how we were playing. And I wouldn't say it was going very well. And it was across the board. So it wasn't just the quarterback position. It's the offensive line and the running backs, and you're under duress, and do we have the hots and sight adjusts all coordinated? There were a lot of things that came into play. It was kind of a group effort, a group effort growing process. And what you really have to do is you have to do less. And when you're doing less, that doesn't bode well for your chances for success. But now what's happened is the more as we've gotten better across the board, it isn't just at the quarterback position we've gotten better across the board. We've gotten better at almost every position. And as that's happened, it's allowed you to do more and more with everybody. And so he's grown leaps and bounds, but he's getting a lot of help.
You mentioned the last 2.5 games, the light switch really seems to have popped on for him. Is that basically overall improvement? Is something going on with him?
I'd say the light switch came on for him when he sat those couple of games last year, to tell you the truth. I think that's when the switch went on, because you're in there, you're going through a growing process before you're really ready to go. Now you get a chance to sit back for a couple games and kind of watch the stuff, and you get to see things that maybe you didn't see when you're out there under center. And I really think that that's where it started. I think those 2 games or a couple games he sat out last year and came back, I think that was the beginning of the maturation process.
Did you throw him into the mix too early, or were you glad he had that experience when he did sit then?
I'm glad right now. I'm glad I'm not going through the growing experience now. There's no way, there's not a chance in the world that we'd be 4-1 if he wouldn't have played last year. Because those things that you're talking about, he already experienced. And it's not just with him. There's a whole bunch of other guys that you would have liked to not play, but I'm glad they did. Because those guys right now, a whole bunch of them are helping us.